All right, guys, good morning. It's math time again. And clean this off. My cat's been up here. All right, so today we're going to talk about multiples. Now, the one thing that I don't like about this chapter that has factors and multiples in there is that often students get, because they're both in the same chapter, the students get confused between multiples and factors. So by the time we have this test, it's going to be after vacation. So the week we get back, we're just going to have to spend some time reviewing all of these concepts because you will have forgotten some of them. So multiples are a little different than factors. Multiples actually get bigger. So a multiple, which is definition right here, of a number is the product of the number and any whole number. So the first few numbers of 4 would be 4, then 8, 12, 16. It's kind of like counting by 4s. Counting by 8s, counting by 6s, counting by 10s. So I'm going to show you here, they called it a 100 star. It's not really a 100 star, it's really a multiplication fact chart. But I'm going to bring up one that I just printed online so you could see that. And they're talking about finding multiples of 4 and then multiples of 6. And they're using cubes here. But I'm going to just use a highlighter because that's all I could think of. So here is on the chart, if you're in a 4, looking at a 4, your multiple is going to be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. You're counting by 4s. Okay? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Now I'm going to do the same thing for 6. And I'm going to do 6. It's really kind of 6 times 1, 6 times 2, 6 times 3, but I'm going to say 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 4, 60, 66, 72. Those are all the multiples. And remember, when we multiply, we get bigger, so just think of multiples as getting bigger. So here's the multiples of 4. Here are the multiples of 6. And I'm going to look for the ones that they have in common. So looking at my chart here, I see they both have a 12. Let's see, 18, 20, they both have a 24. And they both have a 36. And a 48. So actually the common factors of 4 and 6 are going to be 12, 24, 36, and 48. Those are the common factors. Okay? Now, we used to with factors, common multiples. With factors, we always found the greatest common factor. With multiples, I'm going to show you why later, we look for the least common multiple, or we call it the LCM, least common multiple. Okay? And the reason is that multiples can go on forever. And so if I told you the greatest, you'd never be able to figure it out because this chart can really keep going. It ends here, but the multiples keep going forever. So that's why we need to find the least common multiple, because you would never be able to find the greatest common multiple. So I'll put this away. If a math chart helps you, you can always use that at home. Okay? So here, let's look at the first example. So this is one we just did. So now we want to know, list the multiples to find the first 2 common multiples. So they're only asking you for 2 because, like I said, they go indefinitely. So once you find the first 2, then you can stop. Okay? So they want you to do 8 and 12, and I'm going to show you how to write them out. So you have multiples, make sure you can see this, 8 and 12. Let me put my book down for a minute. So we're looking for multiples of 8, and we're going to say they are 8, 16, 24, 32, So what I'm actually doing is I'm saying 8 times 1, then 8 times 2, this is 8 times 3, 8 times 4, 8 times 5, 8 times 6, 8 times 7, hopefully that's enough. Okay, so then I'm going to go to my 12s, and what you're going to want to do is after you've done quite a few, go to the other number, and then as soon as you see 2 that are common, you can stop. So I'm going to start with 12, 12 times 1, 12 times 2, oh, I found 1, so I'm going to just circle them. 12 times 3, 12 times 4, oh, there's the second one. And remember the instructions told me only to find the first 2. So I'm going to say the first 2 multiples are 24 and 48. So let's put common multiples are 24 and 48. It's okay if you just circle them when you do this page. Now, if it had asked me and it doesn't, what is the LCM? It just means what's the least common multiple. So here are these are the 2 common multiples, and this is the least, the lowest. Okay? So you wouldn't want to keep, this could go on infinitely. So like I said, after you're done with 7 or 8 of them, go on to the 12. Now if you got here and you still hadn't figured out, you might have to go back and bring these a little bit more as well. I don't know if today's there are ones that go on for a long time, but there definitely are some in the book. So it's either in today's lesson or tomorrow's, because we're going to spend 2 days on this. Because you're at home learning, I kind of spend a little more time than I normally would in the classroom. Alright, so that is that side, okay? And let's see what we have here. So here they're actually wanting to find the least common multiple for 3 numbers, I think, 2, 3, and 4. So they're saying that Ben's Burgers gives away a free order of fries every 2 days, a free milkshake every 3 days, and a free hamburger every 4 days. If they gave away all 3 items today, how many days will they give away all 3 items again? Basically, they're saying every 2, 3, and 4 days. So every 2 days you're giving fries, every 3 days a milkshake, every 4 hamburger. You want to know when those actually have numbers in common. So all they're going to ask you for is finding multiples of 2, then 3, and then 4 to find that answer. So here we're going to do 3 things. So let's do that, 2, 3, and 4. So let's start with multiples of 2. I'll put 3 here, 4 here. So multiples of 2 are going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Let's stop there for now. 3, 6, 9, 3 times 1, 3 times 2, 3 times 3, 3 times 4, 3 times 5, 3 times 6, 3 times 7, 3 times 8. I'm going to stop there for now. And then 4, 8, 12. You get to learn them actually. 4 times 1, 4 times 2, 4 times 3, 4 times 4, 4 times 5, 4 times 6, 4 times 7. So let's stop there. Let's see if we have it now. So I have 3 numbers, and I'm looking. These 2 have 4, but this one doesn't. These 2 have 8, but that one doesn't. But it looks like they all have 12 in common. So the least common multiple of these would be 12, and that's when the milkshake, the hamburger, and the fries would all be free again together. So they gave away all free items here, and then the next time would be in 12 days. Okay? Alright, so let's see what you're going to do. These we used to do, remember, when we used to do them on the whiteboard. Kind of sad that we can't do that. And you're going to just do 11 through 18. I'm going to cover them up because there are the answers there. So you're just going to do those. And please do them like this, where you write the numbers, write the multiples out, circle. It asks you on that page to find the first two common multiples. So that's all you're going to do. Then you're going to send them to me. Thanks. Bye. I'll see you later on Zoom. Bye-bye.